What's up, everybody?
Hello, hello. Hey.
So excited to be joining you in my pajamas tonight at the end of a long, fulfilling day of retreating. It was superb.
The glorious retreating.
The glorious retreating. Hello and welcome, everybody joining us. Howdy, howdy. We are so excited to connect with you here tonight.
Hello.
So, as a reminder, we are streaming on 5 different platforms right now. So sometimes your questions or your comments take us a second to load in to our streaming software, but we're so grateful that you're here and we love your participations, your comments, and questions. We are an adorable twin flame couple. I am a human being, also an Aquarius, and um,
And a Virgo moon.
yes, and this is my lovely wife,
Healy May Freedom. The one and only.
the one and only. And tonight we are streaming live in honor of our inner circle doors that are open. They're open for 2 more days right now. They
Yep.
closed on August 1st. So if you haven't yet joined us, do. If you have any questions about it, you want to chat about it, shoot us over a DM and we can see what we can get set up to support you in aligning if that is a fit for you.
Yep.
Um,
We'll answer any questions that you guys have.
So let us know what those might be. So let's dive into tonight. Tonight we're talking about believing is seeing. And this is on the back of a really powerful day at today's retreat. At today's retreat, we started out in nature and we did a dragon journey or a dragon walk. And this is a form of like a spirit guide meditation to connect deeper into the spiritual, multi-dimensional support that you have available to you. Dun, dun, dun. And welcome everybody joining us. Hello, hello. This is a very powerful process and experience, and I feel myself kind of hemming and hawing about how to exactly navigate this conversation because it's coming in hot with feeling like just really esoteric and hard to relate to. And so I want to bring this back to something that's can build a bridge into relatability for you in connecting into your gifts and into your spiritual divine connection. So we all die. And if you've been on this planet for a while, you probably have or experienced a loved one passing away or someone that you know passing away. And when an experience like that happens, it really opens us up into this space of questioning and considering things that we haven't. One of the primary being, where do we go after we die? And um, having a very real question about that. And so, from that space of curiosity and questioning, obviously, there's a ton of amazing philosophies and great religions based around this. But at the end of the day, if you've ever lost anyone that you love, there's a very real feeling that they still exist in some form and that they're still present and that they're still with us. And so, regardless of what walk of life you're on or what it is that you believe, um, one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself is the permission to explore your spirituality and to connect to the beings of love and light that are very real. They just don't operate on the spectrum of light, the small little skinny window that we're actually able to physically see.
Yep.
There is so much that's quantifiably proven and measurable that is unseen to these naked eyes. Um, There is a little pokey in my blankie, and I need to get it out. Ta-da.
Rika.
I want everyone to see it. I'm doing it on all the different video cameras. But so today we did a really powerful experience of taking our clients at the retreat on this spirit walk to connect with their dragon. And this is a really cool process. It's really profound. And one of the really fun winks in it, what I love about playing with the mystical is truly genuinely playing with it. And not being so serious with it and not needing to understand everything and not bringing logic to something that is not logical. So if you're wanting your very logical masculine human brain to comprehend and understand what you play with in the realms of spirituality, you're going to be disappointed. It's like bringing a gun to like a band playoff or something. It's like, no, bring a musical instrument. This isn't that type of fight. This is a musical experience. And so where we can really get our wires crossed in our life is when we bring instruments and tools that are meant to be used in this sphere of operating, and we bring them over here, um, and attempt to use them, right? Like if I'm going to show up one way in a boardroom with a bunch of adults than I am if I'm in a kindergarten class or in a preschool class, and vice versa. And that ability to adapt to the environment we're in or the skill set or the tool we're in. Like this weekend at our retreat, I know I'm doing so much talking. Jump in maybe whenever you want. I'm just rolling. One of the gals that's at our retreat operates and expresses in a very feminine energy. And yesterday she was talking about like fixing cars and building walls. And I remember just like I paused for a moment, was like trying to picture myself, actually picture her really actually legitimately holding a hammer. That's how off it felt, because of just how this person presents and how they feel. Um, and my point of tying that back in is that you do this all of the time. And you get to understand that you're multifunctional and you're multidimensional. So even if you really identify as someone that's really logical or reasonable or sound or educated or whatever it is, um, because some people struggle, and I'd love to know in the comments if this is you. Some people struggle with communicating and talking. What's up, Sherry?
Hey, Sherry.
Talking about spiritual or woo-woo energetic stuff because they don't want people to like discredit them in some way, because those individuals are seen as like loony or weird or funky. And this is part of our job, is to speak up and speak through and speak to these very spiritual aspects and components that are a part of this reality. Because in the same way that people might think that someone talking about spirit guides and energy and ours and all that's like weird, kooky, or off the wall, those very same people, if they're in an accident, or they're in a plane that is going through turbulences, they have a loved one that's sick, those bitches be praying. And who they be praying to? Who do you think answers these prayers? What do you think is happening? What is it? And they usually will say like, I don't know, like a stream of light coming down from the heavens and healing them, or like angels coming and healing them. And I'm like, so like beings of light, angels like coming and healing them. And you think I'm weird talking about that I saw one, or that I experienced one, or that I talked to one? Like, who's weird, me or you? You're disassociated and you've created a block between your human and your divinity. And you wonder why your life feels so fucked up and weird, because you're not a fully integrated being. You are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. And to deny, to denounce, to minimize, and to back burner your spiritual connection and the fact that you have ancestors, spirit guides, beings of the Fae, loved ones surrounding you, galactic family, holding space for your evolution. It's like, it's an obvious natural thing, and the only way you get your wires crossed in this, is when you allow the matrix and the mundane and the physical 3D, which is such a small little part of reality, to override all your eternal knowing. That's a sad, dry, flat place to be in. You want the zest back in your life. Become a kid again, dream again, believe again, imagine again, and restore that childlike naivety and optimism that is often the birthplace of miracles. Adopt that. Play with it again. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay. I invite you to start talking to yourself, talking to God, talking to light, saying, hey, God, you up there? If you're in my life, if you're here, if you're guiding me, like, I'm open. I'm ready to listen. And when you believe, you activate the ability to receive and the ability to see. So, but even to ask, even to pray requires a humility to hope or wish for something more and something greater.
Here. Drop the motherfucking mic.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, this was the message that was just coming through that was really on my heart tonight, on the back of seeing some really profound spiritual experiences for people and some channeling. For example, in in this dragon meditation, you meet your dragon. And as we were preparing for this meditation, we were doing a silent walk, and I began like really feeling the energy. And one of our clients there was meeting her dragon for the first time. And I was seeing my dragon bringing her dragon to meet her. I know it's going to sound so fucking awesome for some of you. Roll with it. Just roll with it. And baby love saw it too. Saw this too happen. And we're in silence. And then we do the meditation, and our client in the meditation, it guides you, right? In a visual, it's a visualization to meeting your dragon. And so she's in the visualization, she's meeting her dragon, right? This is all through imagination. Imagination is the bridge to the mystical and unseen. And as she's in this playful, imaginative place, she like sees her dragon and she's like, we get back to the center and we are processing the experience. And as she's telling us and describing her dragon, it is exactly what both of us saw. So it was cool because as we were leaving the dragon garden, we left them there in silence to do their thing. And as we were walking out, we were talking about the experience and what we witnessed. And she told me what she saw, and I told her what I saw, and it was the same. And I was like, holy shit, I'm so excited to see what she says. And then she got back to the center and she started talking, and it was like, holy shit. So explain that one. Explain that one. It's pretty profound. Really cool. And
It was amazing.
especially right now, we are in the Lionsgate portal, which is an energetic alignment based on the astrology of Sirius, the Earth, and the Moon, creating a straight line, which opens a portal of energy. It's just a fixated point of cosmic forces, basically. And this is a really fun window for synchronicity, signs, and symbolism. And so, over. This is a really good time to play with this, to play with a meditation like this. If you would like this meditation, I can send it to you. It's a meditation that's on YouTube. It's free to everybody. But I invite you to play with it because believing truly is seeing. And the more that you're willing to just play with it and believe and ask and seek and you shall find. You will see so many amazing things. I did post a while back how to integrate spiritual practice in my coaching. I remember as I was writing it, going, some people are going to feel a certain way about this. I hesitated to post it, but I did because I'm being true to who I am. Beautiful. I love this. Yes. Yeah, Lucy, private message me and I'll shoot that over to you. I'm so glad to be seeing you, Lucy. I thought of you. I thought of her like a week ago, and I said that I was going to message her, and then I didn't, and now you're here. So that's cool. I've had some really strange dreams lately. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of energy that can be tapped into. So there are really cool times of year when energies are more prevalent or available. Like an example of this would be like around Samhain, which is like the Halloween season. There is actually a thinning of the veil between dimensions. That's why a lot of people experience like ghosts or apparitions or like just hair on their arm going up or different things like that, because it's almost like the dimensions are like being close together or something. Like it's just more accessible is how it feels for me energetically. And right now in this window, this portal, there's a lot potential for you to deepen your connection with the divine. So the invitation has been made. It's been extended to all y'all.
Hell yeah, it has. Something I wanted to say or swing back around to was Sherry's post when you are saying like, some people are going to feel a certain way about this, but I hesitated to post it, but I did it because I'm being true to who I am. Like inside of that, you're just affirming what you want to be true and what you're wanting to experience. So inside of it, it's just happy to see it. You're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. you're actually, writing something out that you're wanting to experience and bringing that to this reality. It's good. It's really good. Just acknowledging you for that, badass.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
So, believing is seeing. All y'all. Seeing isn't believing. So you get to move into the realm of possibility and openness and willingness to start to experience those things. And as you do, and as you're willing to explore from that open-hearted place, the universe is going to rush in and delight you and surprise you. It is a very delicious, yummy, exciting, fun, thrilling experience to begin actually really the way I was explaining it today is I've had certain experiences happen in such a profound way that they're undeniable. I'll share this story with you guys really quick as I wrap this up. When my parents were going through the divorce, there was a really sad night of a culmination of a lot of energy, and um my parent just like drove off in a rage and left me home alone with the kids, and it was like a lot of lame energy, and I was running and I was crying and I was upset and I collapsed. We had a really big yard, so I like ran out the back door all the way around up to the front, jumped over this little tiny mini fence thing, and I like collapsed to the ground and I was crying. And I remember the moon was full-ish. It was really bright and lit, but it was night. And I was crying like this and I was praying. And I was thinking, there's no way God is real. There's no way God exists. This is far too painful. This is bullshit. I can't believe this. And I was probably thinking bull crap because at the time I was like 12, so I didn't say bullshit. But I say it now because I'm a big kid. I can say what the fuck I want. But basically, I was praying and I was asking for a sign. I was asking for support. And I felt something on my finger. And I looked up and there was a moth that had landed there perfectly, beautifully. And it was just kind of like slowly, like kind of just like being with me. And I could just feel it. It was like a fire went right down the center of my body of like just complete um anchoring of a knowing, because I just asked and it was immediately answered. And it sat there, I would say 45 seconds to 90 seconds, which with a moth sitting there, it feels like forever. It felt like a long time. And then it was like, it was just communicating with me. And I just felt like it was telling me that I wasn't alone and that God was there. And that experience was so profound. It is, of all the things I can remember in all of my childhood, that memory is like burnt there. And I don't just have one of those, I have dozens of those experiences. And as a young kid, I saw and talked with spirits. But there was a huge part of my brain that thought that I was crazy and that I was making it up. And so even though I could see them, but it wasn't like seeing them with your physical eyes, all right? It's a different eye. Even though I could see them, there was like incepted doubt that um basically became kind of a mind fuck for me. And so when those experiences would happen where I could feel that deep confirmation, my brain imprinted on those. And if you will think back over your life, you will find those experiences are there as well. But if you're not believing, you won't see those experiences. When you're in the energy of believing, you'll see and remember them. And you'll come back to those undeniable moments of confirmation of something so much more that's loving you, that's guiding you, that's supporting you, that has plans for you, with you, on behalf of you, that you've made with them. That's a whole rabbit hole.
Good.
Good, good. Anything else to add?
Not good.
If this has served you and supported you, I invite you to share this out. I really want to kind of provoke lovingly in the direction of opening into some more spiritual exploration and seeking that, that inner depth and knowing of who you really are and where you came from and where you're going next, those big, huge, deep philosophical life questions, and play, especially in this window of Lionsgate portal, with your spiritual gifts and with connecting to those guides that are out there loving you. Ooh, I love this. Thank you for sharing this, Sherry. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, that being said, have a beautiful night. Namaste,
Love you all.
badasses.
If you need anything, let us know.
Any other questions? Shoot me a message, Lucy, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.